Capricorn, stop scrolling right now. Hit that like button, comment "I'm ready," and subscribe to this channel because what you are about to hear is not just a message, it is a wake-up call. God is angry, and his anger is not against you in the way you think. It is not punishment, it is correction. It is a divine alarm clock, shaking you awake from patterns, habits, and decisions that have been silently keeping you from your next level. The universe is orchestrating events in your life in ways you cannot yet see, and the moment you engage with this message, you are signaling that you are awake, that you are ready to rise, and that you are willing to follow the path that God has laid before you. Every click, every comment, every second you stay and absorb this is more than engagement, it is alignment. Think about the last few months of your life. You have felt tension in your relationships, delays in your career, money slipping away in ways that didn't make sense. You have had dreams that felt more real than your waking life, visions of situations you didn't understand. You've experienced betrayals, misunderstandings, and sudden shifts that left you questioning your path. Capricorn, these are not coincidences. These are divine signals, alerts that God is sending to recalibrate your destiny. The same way Jonah faced consequences when he ran from his calling, your life is now signaling that avoidance, compromise, or ignorance of divine guidance will no longer be tolerated. Look at Joseph in Egypt. Betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, imprisoned unjustly, he could have given up, he could have accepted his misfortune. Yet every betrayal, every obstacle, every moment of delay was a preparation for him to become the authority over Egypt and the savior of his family. Every hardship concealed divine strategy. Capricorn, your life mirrors this pattern. Those who have betrayed you, abandoned you, or doubted you were placed by divine orchestration to push you into awareness, into readiness, into the discipline required to handle the power and elevation that is about to manifest in your life. Even history is full of examples. Abraham Lincoln faced countless betrayals, public ridicule, financial struggles, and repeated failures before rising to lead a nation during its most critical time. Nelson Mandela spent decades in prison while his enemies plotted, yet this preparation shaped him into a leader whose wisdom, patience, and insight changed the course of history. Capricorn, your current challenges are not random. They are training, refining, and positioning you for a level of breakthrough that your bloodline has never witnessed. Now think about your own personal life. The people who have suddenly turned against you, the opportunities that seem to vanish, the sudden losses or disruptions, they are all divine recalibrations. God is angry not to destroy, but to correct, to elevate, to open a pathway that aligns with your destiny. Every unexpected delay, every frustrating setback is a spiritual alarm reminding you to pause, observe, and adjust your trajectory. Your attention to these details, your awareness of these moments, will determine how fast and how powerfully your next level manifests. Even celebrities experience this divine recalibration. Kanye West, for example, faced public scrutiny, personal breakdowns, and financial threats, yet these very struggles were pushing him into a higher consciousness of influence, creativity, and purpose. Oprah Winfrey endured early career rejections and personal trauma that could have broken her, but instead, those moments were divine catalysts for the enormous empire and legacy she now controls. Capricorn, the universe is positioning you in the same way. The trials you see as obstacles are actually aligning you for influence, wealth, and spiritual authority that transcends ordinary understanding. Notice the small signs around you. Perhaps a sudden dream, a number that keeps repeating, a person appearing at the right moment with crucial advice. These are confirmations. God communicates through patterns, coincidences, and the whispers of intuition. Your restless energy, the sudden tension you feel, the discomfort in situations that used to feel normal, all of this is divine feedback, signaling that your current alignment is not sufficient for the next level that awaits. Even moments of unease or fear are markers of opportunity. They are invitations to grow beyond the limits you have unconsciously accepted. Relationships, Capricorn, have been moving in patterns that are testing your discernment. Friends who seemed loyal may reveal themselves to be false. Family members may unintentionally or intentionally block your progress. Partners may challenge your vision. These experiences are not punitive. They are revealing the network that is truly aligned with your destiny. You are being trained to recognize allies and separate from energy that is misaligned with your elevation. The people who remain in your circle will be those who will witness and share in your rise. Even financial circumstances reflect divine recalibration. Unexpected expenses, delayed payments, sudden losses, these are not coincidences. They are spiritual lessons in management, timing, and patience. They prepare you to handle abundance responsibly. Joseph's stewardship over Egypt required him to understand famine and plenty. Your current financial lessons are designed to cultivate your ability to steward resources that exceed anything your bloodline has known. This is the time to watch carefully, to measure actions and decisions against spiritual insight, and to remain patient while the divine clock moves. Your intuition has been sharpening in preparation for this awakening. You are beginning to recognize patterns that others miss. You sense the timing of opportunities before they materialize. People show their intentions early. Circumstances reveal hidden truths. Capricorn, this is your sixth sense for destiny. If you engage it fully, listen carefully, and act decisively, you will navigate this next phase with the wisdom required to claim not just success, but generational elevation. Even your dreams have been prophetic. Visions of wealth, influence, large spaces, people gathering, or symbols you did not understand before are rehearsals for what is about to come. Joseph dreamed of stars bowing before him. You are dreaming of situations that mirror your destiny, preparing your subconscious to hold, comprehend, and expand your reality once the divine alignment manifests. These are not fantasies, they are rehearsals for truth. The same way Pharaoh's dream required interpretation, your dreams require discernment, and your life requires obedience to these signals. The pressure you feel is not anxiety, it is destiny. That restlessness, the uneasy energy that wakes you in the night, the tightness in your chest when you think of your future, this is the universe preparing you. It is refining your character, sharpening your decision-making, and aligning your spiritual and material pathways. You have been called to rise, Capricorn, and the moment you respond to this calling will determine the magnitude of your breakthrough. Even the environment around you is shifting. Objects in your home may break, relationships may falter, situations may change suddenly. These are divine recalibrations, preparing your life to hold a vibration that can sustain elevation. The chaos you perceive is actually the universe making space for blessings. Just as Abraham's journey required him to move physically and spiritually to inherit promise, your circumstances are getting you toward readiness. Your mind is more alert now. You are starting to see patterns in conversations, coincidences, and events that you overlooked before. You are discerning what aligns with your destiny and what does not. You are beginning to recognize divine guidance in forms subtle enough for the average person to dismiss. Capricorn, your ability to perceive and act on these signals is directly tied to the acceleration of your next level. Even subtle financial or professional opportunities appearing suddenly are signposts. Some may appear minor or even frustrating at first, but they are rehearsals for bigger breakthroughs. Joseph's ability to interpret Pharaoh's dream and manage Egypt's resources was trained by years of hardship, observation, and spiritual guidance. You are in the same school now. Every opportunity, every encounter, every challenge is a teaching moment designed to position you for your ultimate elevation. Your family, Capricorn, is also being prepared. The people around you are being aligned with the frequency of your breakthrough. Those who are meant to support your rise will step forward. Those who are misaligned will naturally drift away. This divine orchestration ensures that when you rise, your circle and your legacy are preserved. Generational elevation is not just about you. It is about the impact you leave behind, and this preparation ensures that the elevation you receive is sustainable and far-reaching. Consider the historical and biblical context. First-generation elevation has always required divine correction. Abraham's blessing set a precedent for generations. Joseph's stewardship over Egypt ensured the survival and prosperity of his family. Moses' obedience after challenges led to the liberation of a nation. Even in modern times, leaders and celebrities who became first-generation billionaires faced tests that were both spiritual and practical. Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z, Elon Musk, and others navigated betrayals, failures, and misalignment to rise to levels that their predecessors could not imagine. Capricorn, your story is moving in this same pattern. Your dreams, intuition, and subtle signs are converging. You are learning to see beyond the surface, to read the spiritual energy in situations, to interpret the unseen currents that guide your life. You are beginning to recognize that God's anger is not destruction, it is preparation. It is the force that shakes complacency, removes misalignment, and clears the path for divine purpose. Every frustration, every betrayal, every disruption is not a wall, it is a stepping stone. Even the pressure in your personal and professional life, the sudden changes, the conflicts, the financial strain, are divine calibrations. They are refining your ability to hold higher levels of authority, wealth, and influence. They are shaping your discernment, teaching you patience, and sharpening your insight. Every test is purposeful, every delay is strategic, and every disruption is part of a divine blueprint for your elevation. Capricorn, the key to your next level is not simply in the material opportunities around you, but in the way you perceive, respond, and act upon divine guidance. The universe is orchestrating events to test your awareness, your obedience, and your readiness to step into a reality that your family has never experienced. Your ability to recognize and act decisively on these signals will determine the magnitude of your breakthrough. And yet there is one hidden activation, one critical alignment, one revelation that has not yet been unveiled, a revelation that will not only clarify every betrayal, every disruption, every financial or relational challenge you've faced, but will catapult you into a level of influence, authority, and blessing that your bloodline has never witnessed. It is this unseen force, this hidden divine alignment, that is quietly preparing your ultimate next level. Capricorn, before you continue, make sure you tap that like button, comment "I'm awake," and subscribe, because what you are about to hear is a divine alignment message. Every second you dedicate to this video right now is an opportunity to synchronize your spiritual awareness with the frequency of your next level breakthrough. You may have felt pressure in your chest, a restless energy, or sudden urges to act in ways you didn't understand. This is not random. It is the universe, it is God, preparing you for the activation that will change everything: your finances, your influence, and your family legacy. The warnings you've received, the setbacks you've experienced, and even the betrayals you've endured are all part of the divine orchestration, a necessary tension that positions you to step into power, authority, and unprecedented elevation. Think about the people who have tried to block you or discourage your vision. Their opposition, Capricorn, is often more than what you see on the surface. It can be subtle, words that undermine, advice that confuses, energy that feels heavy. Remember Joseph in Egypt. His brothers plotted against him, sold him into slavery, and left him in despair. Every act of betrayal was a lesson, a preparation, a realignment for his destiny. He could have given up, but every challenge refined him. Capricorn, your own journey mirrors this divine test. Those who have acted against your best interest are not merely obstacles. They are instruments in the hands of divine correction, shaping you to recognize your purpose and power before the full breakthrough arrives. Even the timing of setbacks is not accidental. Think of biblical examples like David being pursued relentlessly by Saul before he ascended to kingship. Every trial, every delay, every narrow escape was a necessary purification, teaching patience, resilience, and strategic thinking. In modern history, we see similar patterns. Abraham Lincoln faced countless failures, betrayals, and near losses before he led a nation through its darkest hours. Your challenges, Capricorn, are not hindrances. They are the sharpening tools that will allow you to wield influence responsibly and effectively when your breakthrough manifests. Your intuition has been sharpening in ways you may not have noticed. Dreams, repeated numbers, coincidences, and sudden insights are confirmations. The restless energy in your chest, the urgency that makes it impossible to stay passive, is a spiritual signal telling you that you are being prepared for more than ordinary success. You are being molded to navigate a realm of wealth, influence, and divine favor that requires heightened perception and decisive action. Celebrities like Beyoncé have faced personal and professional betrayals that, in hindsight, were the universe's way of refining their purpose. Every moment of tension or discomfort you've experienced has been an invisible alignment with your ultimate destiny. Consider the subtle signs in your environment. Objects that fail unexpectedly, disruptions in your daily routines, or moments of sudden clarity are not accidents. They are energetic recalibrations designed to adjust the frequency of your life so that when your breakthrough arrives, it will be fully sustainable. Just as Abraham had to leave his familiar homeland to inherit God's promise, your current environment is shifting to prepare you for elevation. Even the relationships that feel strained are being spiritually sorted. Some will step into your rise, others will fall away, ensuring that your circle is aligned with the magnitude of what is coming. Financial lessons are also divine calibrations. Sudden expenses, delayed payments, unexpected losses, and moments of scarcity are rehearsals in preparation for abundance that surpasses anything your family has known. Joseph's ability to interpret Pharaoh's dreams and manage resources during famine was a combination of spiritual insight and practical preparation. Every trial you experience now is cultivating similar wisdom, teaching discernment, patience, and foresight that will allow you to handle wealth with authority, integrity, and vision. Your spiritual awareness has been increasing alongside your personal and professional trials. You are noticing patterns in conversations, events, and opportunities that others overlook. You are beginning to discern which situations, people, and actions align with your destiny and which are distractions. This heightened awareness is the key to moving from potential to reality. Consider Elon Musk. Each failure, delay, or criticism was a divine and practical alignment, preparing him to manage vast financial and technological empires. Capricorn, your trials are doing the same for you, aligning your mind, spirit, and actions with the next level that awaits. Even your dreams are prophetic. They reveal patterns, opportunities, and energies that your conscious mind cannot yet fully grasp. Like Joseph, who dreamt of stars bowing before him, your visions are rehearsals for what is coming. They prepare your mind to understand and hold abundance, authority, and influence that are beyond your previous experience. Your subconscious has been training you, Capricorn, aligning your thoughts, intuition, and perception with the frequency of your breakthrough. Your family is also being prepared for this next level. Generational elevation requires more than personal success. It requires alignment, readiness, and understanding among those who will be impacted by your rise. Those who are aligned with your destiny will step forward to support and amplify your success. Those who are not will drift away naturally, clearing space for the energy and relationships that will sustain your new level of influence and wealth. Think of historical leaders like Nelson Mandela. His prison years not only shaped his leadership, but prepared his nation to receive his vision. Your family, Capricorn, is undergoing a similar alignment. Financial opportunities are appearing now, and they are tests of your readiness, discernment, and decisiveness. These opportunities may seem small, insignificant, or even confusing at first, but they are rehearsals. Joseph's interpretation of Pharaoh's dreams turned seemingly abstract warnings into actionable strategy that saved nations. Your current opportunities are no different. They are the practical activation points for your spiritual readiness. If you act with insight, awareness, and courage, the results will be extraordinary. Even the pressure you feel, the unease, the tension, the rapid heartbeat when you think of your future is divine preparation. This pressure is not meant to discourage, it is meant to awaken. It is shaping your resilience, sharpening your discernment, and activating the courage necessary to navigate the next level of your life. Oprah Winfrey's early career rejection, her public failures, and personal struggles were precisely this kind of divine pressure, preparing her for unprecedented influence and wealth. Your pressure is your awakening, Capricorn, your call to alignment with destiny. Notice how synchronicities have been increasing. People appear at the right moment, insights arrive in the silence, messages seem to repeat in ways that cannot be random. These are confirmations that the divine is orchestrating your next-level breakthrough. Your subconscious, intuition, and spiritual awareness are synchronizing to recognize the opportunities and patterns that will define your rise. The restless energy, the urgency, the repeated signals, they are all part of the divine alignment guiding you toward your destiny. The key point here is discernment. Not every opportunity is aligned with your breakthrough. Not every relationship, idea, or plan is part of the divine orchestration. You are being trained to see the difference, to recognize what aligns with God's timing and what will only distract, derail, or delay you. David could not rush to kingship, and Abraham could not inherit God's promise without first navigating trials. The timing, Capricorn, is everything, and your ability to respond correctly is your bridge from preparation to elevation. Even the disruptions in your environment, home, work, relationships, finances, are spiritual calibration. Objects that break, systems that fail, plans that collapse are all divine rearrangements, preparing your life to hold a higher frequency. The chaos is temporary, but the alignment it creates is eternal. Just as Pharaoh's dream required Joseph's preparation to avert famine, your current disruptions are designed to prepare you for a level of influence, authority, and prosperity that your family has never seen. Your mental clarity is increasing. You are starting to perceive connections, patterns, and opportunities that others miss. You are developing a sense of timing, discernment, and strategic awareness that will allow you to act decisively when the breakthrough arrives. Every lesson, every disruption, every betrayal has contributed to this sharpened perception. This awareness will allow you to navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and manifest a destiny that is both extraordinary and generational. Even subtle financial shifts, unexpected windfalls, sudden losses, or opportunities that appear briefly and disappear, are indicators. They are not coincidences, they are spiritual markers. Joseph's ability to interpret Pharaoh's dreams and manage resources during Egypt's famine required him to recognize patterns that others could not. You are being trained to recognize the hidden opportunities and spiritual signals in your own life, Capricorn, preparing you to step fully into the breakthrough that is your inheritance. Consider the weight of first-generation elevation. When you rise to a level your family has never seen, you become a pioneer, a blueprint, and a benchmark for generations to follow. Abraham's wealth, Joseph's authority, Oprah's empire, and Mandela's leadership all exemplify this principle. Your next level is not just personal, it is generational, spiritual, and practical. Your family, your community, and even those who come after you will benefit from the alignment and breakthrough you are about to receive. Your dreams, your intuition, your awareness, and the restless energy you feel are all converging. You are being prepared not just to achieve, but to lead, to steward, and to influence in ways that have never been experienced in your lineage. The lessons you've faced, the betrayals, the delays, the financial and relational tests, are all preparing you for an extraordinary breakthrough that requires wisdom, courage, and spiritual alignment. And yet, Capricorn, there is a hidden activation, a final unseen alignment that has not yet revealed itself. This is the force that will not only clarify every betrayal, every obstacle, every divine test you have faced, but will propel you into a level of authority, wealth, and spiritual clarity that your family has never witnessed. The key, the moment, the revelation that will transform everything is quietly positioning itself in your life, waiting for your full awareness and readiness. Capricorn, before you even read another word, take a moment to engage. Tap that like button, comment "I'm ready," and subscribe to this channel because what you are about to hear is not just a message, it is a divine revelation. Everything you have endured, every betrayal, every delay, every unexpected financial shift, and even the restless energy that keeps you awake at night has been orchestrated by forces far greater than you can imagine. God's anger, Capricorn, is not destruction, it is preparation, and your full awareness of this moment will determine how powerfully you step into your destiny. The alignment that is forming around you is unseen, and yet it is precise. Those who respond with faith, discernment, and decisive action will witness a transformation that surpasses anything their bloodline has ever known. Look back at the last year of your life. You have felt tensions in your home, unexpected arguments in your workplace, sudden financial burdens, and people turning against you in ways that seemed unprovoked. Capricorn, these are not random events. They are signals, spiritual calibrations, and divine corrections. Just as Joseph was sold into slavery by his brothers, seemingly abandoned and betrayed, every moment of difficulty you have faced has been strategically placed to teach you patience, refine your discernment, and prepare you to steward power responsibly. You are being trained to recognize not just opportunities, but the right opportunities at the perfect divine timing. Even the betrayals you have experienced carry a hidden purpose. Think of David hiding from Saul, constantly pursued by those who wished him harm, yet these trials refined his leadership, courage, and strategic insight. Every betrayal in your life, Capricorn, is preparing you for the authority and influence that your breakthrough requires. Do not dismiss the subtle nudges you have received, the whispers in your mind, the dreams that felt too real, the repeated signs in numbers or events. These are confirmations that your spiritual senses are awakening. This is your inner compass being sharpened for the moment when divine revelation meets opportunity. Financial challenges, unexpected expenses, and delays in opportunities are not punishments, they are preparation. Joseph's interpretation of Pharaoh's dreams required years of observation, patience, and trust before he could lead Egypt through famine. Similarly, the financial lessons you have experienced are teaching you foresight, resilience, and strategic thinking. Your ability to navigate resources, make decisions under pressure, and act with wisdom will determine how swiftly and effectively your breakthrough manifests. Those who fail to learn these lessons often find abundance slipping through their fingers, even when it arrives. The spiritual pressure you have felt is intensifying for a reason. Restlessness, unease, and tension are not signs of failure. They are signals that the next level of your life requires readiness. Oprah Winfrey faced repeated rejection, personal trauma, and public failure before she achieved her extraordinary influence and wealth. The trials you are facing now are your refining fire. Every difficult conversation, every inconvenient delay, every betrayal, and every sudden obstacle is positioning you to step fully into a destiny that cannot be achieved without preparation. Your intuition is now more sensitive. You notice patterns, repeated coincidences, and synchronicities that others dismiss as chance. These are confirmations of divine orchestration. People who appear at precise moments with advice, opportunities, or warnings are not coincidental. Even the discomfort you feel in certain environments, the sudden pull to change direction, or the moments when you feel compelled to act against the flow of others, are signs that your alignment is shifting. Those who act in alignment with these signs will experience accelerated breakthroughs. Relationships have been revealing themselves with clarity. Some family members, friends, or colleagues who once seemed supportive are showing their true alignment with your purpose. Those who remain, Capricorn, will be the ones who rise with you. Those who depart are being removed by divine orchestration to make space for the energy, connections, and opportunities that will sustain your next level. Historical examples abound. Nelson Mandela's allies and adversaries during imprisonment shaped the legacy he would leave. Your current social environment is undergoing the same spiritual audit. Even subtle disruptions in your surroundings are part of this alignment. Objects failing, sudden changes in your schedule, arguments that arise unexpectedly, or moments of tension are all divine recalibrations. They are not meant to discourage you. They are preparing your environment to sustain the magnitude of your forthcoming breakthrough. Just as Pharaoh's dream required Joseph's preparation to avert famine, these disruptions are refining your ability to navigate, manage, and hold a reality that exceeds previous limitations. Your mental clarity has been increasing, though it may have felt uncomfortable. You are beginning to perceive opportunities, threats, and patterns that others cannot see. This sharpened perception is a divine gift, preparing you to make decisions with precision. Historical figures, biblical leaders, and modern celebrities have all experienced similar awakenings before their breakthroughs. Abraham Lincoln's repeated failures, Joseph's imprisonment, David's exile, and Mandela's incarceration were all precursors to monumental leadership. Your current awareness is your preparation to step into power responsibly. Financial insights are coming now, disguised as challenges or sudden opportunities. You may see a small gain that seems inconsequential or a financial pressure that feels overwhelming. These are training exercises, Capricorn. They prepare you to handle abundance, influence, and wealth without being destabilized. Joseph's stewardship over Egypt required him to understand scarcity and abundance in tandem. Your current experiences are doing the same, teaching you discernment, patience, and the ability to act decisively. Your spiritual alignment is now converging with your practical readiness. Dreams, intuitive hits, repeated signs, and even the physical pressure you feel are synchronizing to prepare you for the exact moment when divine activation occurs. The restless energy, the sudden realizations, the uncanny timing of events, and the people who appear or disappear from your life are all indicators that the divine blueprint for your next level is being set into motion. Even subtle interactions, words from a friend, advice from a colleague, a moment of clarity in conversation, are aligning you with the strategies necessary for your elevation. Your mind is being trained to see beyond the superficial, to recognize opportunities before they materialize, and to respond in ways that fully harness divine timing. Historical leaders, such as Churchill navigating repeated failures and betrayals before leading nations, exemplify the power of awareness and strategic patience. Your current experiences are shaping similar mastery over timing, strategy, and perception. Every relationship, financial pattern, dream, and disruption you have encountered has been part of this divine orchestration. Your ability to perceive alignment versus distraction is now heightened. You are being prepared not only to succeed, but to lead, influence, and transform the reality around you. Generational elevation is the underlying objective. Just as Abraham's obedience set a precedent for generations, Joseph's leadership saved families and nations, and Oprah's vision transformed industries. Your breakthrough is designed to be more than personal. It is generational, spiritual, and practical. The energy surrounding your life is now converging. Everything you have experienced, the betrayals, delays, financial shifts, relational challenges, and spiritual nudges, has been preparing you for this exact moment. Your discernment, patience, and spiritual awareness are ready to intersect with divine timing. Your family, your circle, and even your community are being positioned to receive and witness the manifestation of a breakthrough unlike anything you or they have ever seen. Capricorn, there is one hidden factor, one unseen alignment, one critical activation that has not yet fully revealed itself. This is the force that will not only clarify every betrayal, every financial disruption, and every test you have faced, but will propel you into a level of influence, wealth, and spiritual authority that your bloodline has never experienced. It is quiet, subtle, yet it is precise. And it is now moving toward activation, waiting for your readiness, your awareness, and your alignment to fully release its power into your life.